How you doing? My name is Jeff. I'm part of the Hugh J. Lofting Construction Management Services team out here at Kamp Kaolin. We'll go over a couple of steps that we take in keeping the air and moisture barrier around the house and transitioning to openings, window openings, door openings. In our efforts to keep this house air and moisture tight, we're using zip sheathing in this case, and we have moisture barriers under the slab, and we're just trying to connect all those different products. There's a 15 mil Stega plastic we'll tape to the zip. The zip has tape, and then we use some other products to transfer that in to actually seal the sheathing to the windows. There's a couple different steps in that process that I'll take you through. As you're framing and using nail guns and stuff, you'll have nails that protrude that'll need to be set below the surface so that some of the caulking type products we use will actually fill those voids, as well as some of the spaces between actual framing members, some of the sheathing. The product we have in a large caulk gun, you fill the voids just like any other product that you use in a caulk gun. It's a little better for filling those big voids so that some of the next step we take doesn't have to fill such large gaps. It's actually a little thinner product. Like I was saying, we're running into the window opening 3 to 4 inches to allow enough room to seal to the window. Well, the same applies here on the outside to make sure we get that skin to transfer down to the zip. And it's important here to make sure that you have enough to connect the two. Probably one of the most important spots is that transition. And then again, up the wall. What you have here is the first 2 steps complete. That included the joint and gap filling product first, and then the flashing material, the liquid flash. We're creating a place to bond the window to when we seal and install and seal the window, and then transferring that to the moisture and air barrier on the zip sheathing. We've chosen on this project to use zip system sheathing, and that actually I believe they have a liquid that you can use, but we use the roll tape to seal the seams. So that's the transition between 2 actual pieces of sheathing we've taped, and also with this plastic underlayment for the slab will then be folded and taped to this as well. So you have a complete envelope around the house. All right, so here we have a fast flashed window opening. I'm just going to go through the process. We're just going to install the window now. The product again is to connect the water and air barrier on the outside of the zip. We rolled that product into the window opening, which when the window is actually installed, then we'll go back and we'll do the sealing from the window to the flashing product. But what people that don't really use these products, so they'll take like a normal silicone caulk, put it all over the window and put the window in, and I mean it's not nearly as effective for air and water. I mean, people think it is, but it's not. Put a wet product on a window that someone just spent a lot of money for. Smear it all around. I'd rather install a window on a dry, cured product. That in the end is going to work better anyway. Now what we're doing is we're then bridging the gap between the outside sheathing around the corner to the stuff we've installed previously to actually the window. What we use is this closed cell polyethylene backer rod, and you pretty much compress the backer rod into that small space. In this case, we're not pushing it that far in because we want to be able to apply the sealant. I'm not putting what appears to be a ton of product. I'm actually applying about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch against that backer rod. And this is sealing to the fast flash to connect that air and water barrier to the outside sheathing of the house. Again, to prevent migration of air and water from outside to in.